right, shalom, shalom, Slaki. Just give me a wee moment as I set this all up. Do the best I can do it. Try to get this all right. See something. All right. Let's see. Try to just do this in the spirit. Hopefully the audio is fine. So we're gonna try to do this in the spirit. So lock, yeah. Gotta get this lighting all down, but I'll do that another time. All right, of course, giving all praise and honor glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahshai Bashim Kakadash Bak Yahweh Bak Yahshai Bak Yahweh Bak Yahshai Elohim Wahwa Elohina Yahweh Bashim Yahshai Bashim Kakadash. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Well, peace and salutation. Bakayariam Shalom Yasha Allah. All right, being peace and blessings to the election of the nation of Israel. Shemiyah Makba is a Makba. My young got well over Cub, my Kanan from the Great Millstone campus in the Plaintables by a yard in the city of Philadelphia. Blah blah. I'm nobody. My come on, lesson. All right, we lesson. And Salakia for all this lighting and such. I gotta try to get everything sorted with this different setup. Make it a bit more better. But we check the stream. I believe this title of this lesson is regarding pretty much what potential spies. They're potential spies, period, basically, or something of that nature. And due to spirit, I just came to wanting to do this lesson. Just a quick lesson. Just of course, by times we're in, I thought no, and because we should be very, very, very alert, very, very circumspect, especially with who we divulge information with and to, more so with the people and in the world and such, and because loads of the time we're amongst the people, and we have to of course deal, but of course you have to know how to have temperance and self-government with even the things and that come out your mouth and such, because these things, especially with these different people in the world, can be potentially used against you in the future time and such, which we know we are in a time of future persecution, and we just want to try our best and to give much ammo to the enemy. All right. I think the first precept maybe be in James, just through the Spirit. Keepeth tongue. All right. So tongue is a fire. All right. So. What is it? I got a demonic. Somebody put flavor. I got demonic agents following me and watching me all the time. And flavor, if you can, maybe possibly you can expand, and I can possibly, um, speak on it a bit, and from pretty much my experience and such like that. Let me see if I can get this precept in James though. And the book of James, I believe it's going to be retracted. It was retracted. All right, so yeah, this is James chapter starting around, I believe, like it's chapter 3, and verse 5. All right, reads, it says, and even so, the tongue is a little member and boasts of great things. Right, the tongue itself, which area of your mouth, pretty much exposes what pretty much what you're about, what your mouth is about, and such. Like what's on your mind more so. That's what I'm pretty much saying. And boasts of great things. With somebody's mouth, they can boast and say that like I'm the greatest. Like you got Jake, like Jake out there in the streets. I'm the top goon about. I'm the top goon around. Top goon affiliate. And all of that. I did all these different things, and I run these streets, etc., etc. It can boast great things. You can see it even and that's just in wickedness and such. By Rishayim, right, in wickedness, which I just said in Hebrew. But you go ahead in righteousness, like with us, we'll boast that our power is the power that create, of course, heaven and earth, and is going to actually bring forth deliverance unto us. That's kabod. That's heavy. All right, indeed. All right. It says, this is verse James chapter 3 and 5, and it reads on. It says, "Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth." Right, and through your tongue, like I said, you can set something off, man, just from something. You know, you might have thought it was weed, you might have thought it was little, and it was something, and that somebody can, like I said, use and such. You know, um, like that's why we try to, of course, be very, very, very careful in how we word things, especially with the videos and such, because like I said, we know E want to remix, be the remix master, and say that, hey, well, you said this here at this time, you're going to do this and you're going to do that. We tell you, of course, we waiting on Yahweh Shai, so we rise, of course, to the prey and such. And you got agents or potential agents want to, of course, get words out of us like this to say, as if we're so-called conspiring or overthrow against Esau Edom, in which the only overthrow is coming is through Yahweh Shai. All right, and of course the saints, but the saints are going to take the kingdom at the power of Yahweh Shai at its appointed time. Okay, and it's of course going to be in a fashion that Yahweh Shemel Shai prescribed, no us. Okay, so as we learn, we're on complete wait. We're on waiting mode and such. You know, so and going on, verse 6, it says, "And the tongue is a fire." Right, the tongue is ash. All right, it says, "A world of iniquity. So is tongue among our members, the tongue among our members that defile the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and is set on fire of hell." Okay, it says, "For every kind of beast and bird and and of serpents and of things in the sea is tamed, and hath been tamed of mankind, but the tongue can no man tame. It is unreal. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison." Okay, right. Especially being in the flesh, you gotta be very, very careful. It says, Flower says that they like to slander me with their make believe lies. So, I mean, I'm not sure who is Flower. Loads of the time we got, and yeah, yeah. I'm not even sure who Flavor is, but it pretty much seemed like maybe Flavor is maybe trying to speak like a direct but indirect or something like that. But I'm not sure who Flavor is and such. That's another thing with these different accounts on YouTube and all of that. Like people can just make different accounts, and I mean even beyond YouTube, you have different platforms, PSNs, and PlayStation networks, and different what's that? Email accounts. I mean, all type of different accounts. People can just open up in that. You know, but you got somebody. The person said that I'm a child of Yahweh. All right, and but I mean, I don't know where this is coming from. Gotta pretty much gotta gotta more so. What makes this person a child of the Most High? I pretty much question on the comment board. I'm not sure if this is even a female or a male, on here and such. But as we know, if it's a female, females obviously are to what keep silence within the churches, and of course, the Akim, uh, um, are to female, yeah, the Akim are to obviously they in their proper order, speak put different precepts and such. But I'm not sure if this is even a new believer and all of that. But I mean, if they saying a child of Yahweh, I'm not sure even if it was married or not. Like I said, David already the precept and such. And even us, we have to be even careful with different, like I said, the comment boards and such. If there's, like I said, we don't know who's watching these videos loads of the times and such. So, best we can do is, judge everything through the spirit. Like I said, I'm not sure. I don't, this could be of a devious nature because, the different messages are being retracted and such. And, we go out, as we know, our pages are monitored by people in Google, YouTube, and all of that. So, um, yeah, I mean, hey, it could go anywhere. Even maybe in people who may have pissed off just from doing the work or being do it day in the truth. Hey, hey, you gotta watch it. Even of our own families could be potential agents. If they ain't even in the truth, are following Yahweh by Shemel Shai. Loads of betrayal is going to be happening these times. So, hey, I'm going to get into it, and such. But, yeah, so going on, it says, and it's weird too. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's like weird. And, as you say that, like I said, Flair says that some people are following her around, but she's a child of Yahweh. It didn't even mention the Yahweh Shai or nothing like that. But, like I said, I don't know. Anyway, going on though, it says James chapter 3 um, and verse 8. It says, but the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. Right? And it said it takes discerning because, like, even like I said, see here, I'm Dan. Right now the new going through here the tongue. Is unruly and full of poison. We know that poison can actually, you know, uh, as I say, spoken of men given to reveling. and culminating and thereby injuring others. Okay, and yeah, you say these different things that are spoken can, like I said, injure others, but through Habashim Mashai, we of course have the word, the sword, the spirit, going to go into it. This person said that they, as a female, following the first commandment and such. But like I said, you still, I don't know. We can keep going. It says in verse 9, it says, "Therewith we bless we the Most High, and even the Father, and therewith we curse. We curse we men." Saki, I'll read it again. It says, pardon me. It says, "Therewith bless we the Power, even the Father, and therewith curse we men, which are made after the similitude of the power. Out of the same mouth proceeded blessing and cursing. My brethren, these things ought not to be." All right, and that's pretty much it right there. You know, I just wanted to cover here the tongue. Is deadly. Like I said, this precept. And now, right, this one going to spirit. This is the book of Job, or no, the book of the volume or Psalms, chapter 10 and 3. It says, "For the wicked boasteth of his heart or her heart's desire, and blessed the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth." Okay, Lord shuns. All right, and we know, of course, the wicked Esau, Edom, blessed, definitely blessed, boast about, different things he want, you know, and gives, of course, different rewards to those that follow his way and such. But we know, of course, as the scriptures tell you, that a gift destroyeth what? The heart, the mind and such. Halab, halab, not mind. And so you got to be careful. All right. Whom the Lord, of course, abhorreth. Yeah, we know that loads of people want loads of things, especially women. Men, of course, want loads of things and such. So, hey, God, go out, be careful. Whom, of course, divulge. Like I say, I was speaking about divulging certain information within. So, give me a wee moment. Like I said, I go out and get this whole setup, together. It's pretty bare bones, like, and compared to my other setup at my other his or apartment and such. All right, so there's a lot of good precepts. All right, so I'm gonna get this in Sirach chapter. All right, so I got something in the spirit. Lord, lead me in the spirit, certain ones, and I'm gonna get this out of them. Give me a moment. Basically, the scripture I'm looking for is talk about how to know, basically open your heart. Or here it is. Well, yeah, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 8 and verse 19. It says, "Open not thine heart, or la'atapathak," all right, which is not open, thou open, right? in the Hebrew. All right, it says, thine heart, heart, lies to, and you have it'd be like a yash, yash, call to every or all men. Call to be every or all, and a yash is man, right? Least he requite thee with a shred turn. All right, we're gonna just break down some of the different words right there. I'm gonna go to and the free dictionary real quick. All right. Um, like I said, I don't know what Fleur was trying to do on the comic board. Quite. So requite, REU. This thing's being slow and delayed. REQUITE. Right? It should have came straight up. Requite meaning to make a return, like basically like it's like a payback. All right, and requite to avenge or to insult or wrongdoing. Requite, re-meaning again, and then you got like basically quite to discharge or repay, right? So open not thine heart to every man, lest he requite or repay thee or you with a, let's see, shred. Okay, we'll go into that again. All right, shred. Going into um, give me a moment. Shred going into uh, basically trickery. Disclose art to are marked by artful or cunning uh, practices. And going into spiteful or piercing, uh, artful. All right, and it's basically is then being like shrewd is like being wise, but it's being wise using um paid back in the short term being in a bad term, on the left hand side, because you done open your hurt, done told somebody a certain thing, especially being in the truth and such, you done said something. You have people, yeah, hey, they might even be cool or we been cool and such, and then you might drop a couple gems on them and such, and then it just comes, oh, okay, but that's all they wanted anyway, and then they'll use it, hey, you said this right, brother, and use it obviously against you and such. So that's why you want to be very very careful and such. Especially me. You know, like at my job and such. I know there's people that they know about me being in the truth and such, and they would like me to just, or I guess like maybe pour in, things and act a certain way, but I've learned just through the spirit, through time and such, how to, pretty much carry myself and amongst and potential agents and such like that. Because like I say, I don't trust these dudes, that you know, are so like secretly watching and such, with it or with my knowledge and such, like if you like you said, you first come in the truth, you may be a bit. Oh yeah, man. I'm learning about this, and hey, you should check it out, brother. All of that, pretty much. Brothers should refrain from it. To your best ability. Obviously, you can, discern it through the spirit, but I say to refrain from it. All right. But you gotta feel it. These people and such. Um, this is Sirach chapter 11 and 33. Actually, even start. I can even start a early up more. Um, hey man, it's a loads, man. It's a loads of this is all good knowledge here. This is in the book of Sirach chapter 11, and this is starting at verse um, man 28. Judge none blessed before his death, for a man shall be known in his children. Right? Ultimately, we'll know who's who. All right. This person is saying they've been in the truth for years, but what is that statement for? What is the statement for? That you've been being in the truth for years. It's just kind of just like where is this actually going? Like what this chick saying she's a female, been in truth for years. Then it's talking about judge not, and ye shall not be judged and stuff like that. Yeah, condemn not, and ye shall not be condemned. Forgive, and ye shall uh uh was it be forgiven or something like that. Which I believe this particular individual, this female, is probably and maybe possibly alluding to, if I'm not mistaken, I probably may have the belief as if we can't judge, and discernment, and which means to judge, is something, of course, of pertinence. All right, and of course, us as prophets, we can do. All right, what do you think? Of course, priests did. You know, they heard matters and judged it. All right, on the behalf of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. Anyway, we can judge. Hey, you get judged by men in the flesh. All right. Anyway, it says, and bring not every man into thine house, for the deceitful man have many trains. Right. So, hey, bring not every man into thine house. Don't be bringing, you know, anybody. Hey, what's up? You got people, like I said, my particular job. A damn demon could be a potential agent. Now all the opioids and all that, actually wanting to know where I'm actually at, and particularly wanting to know, um, yeah, Shalom, uh, wanting to know also, yeah, like where I'm at and such, and wanting to be in here. And like, I asked the other Jake, I'm like, what do you want to know where I'm at for? He's like, so he can drink some beer, come over and drink some beers. Dude, I don't even sit there and drink beers and such like that. That's no the thing that I like to do and such. Me, like some, like I said, brothers drink. Obviously, it's lawful, drink and such. Moderation and such, and hey, you can get drunk. Obviously, do it in a controlled setting and such. But for me, it's just something. It's not something I'm really that much into and such, and especially why would I do it with somebody who's knowing the truth, and like I say, I don't even know you from nothing. Like that's just crazy. Unclean individual, all up on bug there opioids and such. It's just crazy. So we gotta watch it. Said it did actually says loads of weird things and such, but I just keep my distance. And like I did, I play dumb and such loads of the time and such. But it says, yeah, for a deceitful man have many trains, man. And we know like how a train goes by and there's many carts. Well, a deceitful man will have much, of course, to come. You know, more and more tricks to come down. You know, so it's like if you let somebody into your house that's no trustworthy, and then they come, of course, to send somebody, but they'll come to spy out the place and then come out to rob the place. And that's how I obviously am. You know, agents work. Agents want to spy out what's going on in the place, and then come on with the real attack and such. So that's hey, that's why we have to beware. Okay, Shalom. Yeah, like I said, Florida. I don't know what that Aquath is going to, or I can even call her Aqua, but pretty much is being deemed as being out of order and such. You know, you have to, of course, maybe, of course, and I know even maybe you should, the other Aquath that's on here. You see how they're pretty much quiet. They say they're shalawams and such, and they give you Abashai Barakatah. They give, of course, a blessing. Pretty much, and be keeping quiet in the church. That's proper order and such. And really, this ain't going right, like no nowhere and such, because it kind of seems like you could be a potential agent. I'm not sure you're somebody that maybe have known me or something. I don't know. You know, I started to think all different possible outcomes and such. But hey, I think Flair maybe have left a comment board or something like that. Maybe I'm not sure. But yeah, shalom to the Aqua, and of course Akim that stay in order and such, man. But going on, it says um, like a partridge, this is Sirach chapter 11:30, like a partridge taken and kept in a cage, so is the heart of the proud, and like as a spy watches for thy fall. You see that? So like hey, you see like how pretty much a bird or something, kept in his cage. So is the heart of the proud. That's how the mind of the proud. Like as a spy, which watches he for thy fall, looking for you to fall, man. And those are the different the spies. They're waiting for us to slip up, waiting for us to day something out a character. So you got these agent provocateurs out here. Like I was watching what is that? There's a one Manatazah by these are in the South Carolina Machina camp, or the heat there and such. You had this big old Jake that got in his face and such with the shirt off, flexing the muscles, and it's out there like just like a concrete monkey and such. Like that's what I'm just gonna say, a beast and such, an ape, and just the Wadi Yabashim Shah keeping the ox safe. But hey, he was spying out too. Like I said, he could have been a complete spy too. Just trying to provoke a ox to do some type of physical thing and such. Which the ox was able to keep his composure, and like I said, he did a rebuke, which I'm gonna take heed to the rebuke by Barth in Hebrew. And the Irish Shaika Hashatan by Hashem Yahweh Hashem Hashem Kakadash. That's a rebuke. I uh, uh, condemn thee, Satan, in the name of Yahweh Hashem Hashem Kakadash. Rashaika, Rashai goes into condemn. If you somebody you say Rashai, it goes into wicked. If you call somebody wicked, you basically condemning them. You know. So Rashai cause rebuke thee. Shaitan is the enemy. All right, and we of course know that Satan can hop on and off people and such. And goes about as a roaring lion seeking he may devour. Hey, you'll hop on a person just to get something at you, and then hop. He done got what he got. Send it to whomever that need the info. So watch out. Go watch out. People, brothers on the other side and such. They all prove themselves and such. It tells you That's another precept I'm gonna get. Lay not your hand suddenly on any man. You know, hey, that's you see brothers keep their distance. And there's a level of respect you have to, keep as being a camp leader and being a member in the camp and such. Because these people are outside the camp. All right, you definitely watch out for these dudes that walk a bit with fringes and say shalom and like I say these overzealous Israelites and such because they don't belong to a camp, or if they do belong to a camp, they knowing the right doctrine and just seem like they're just seeking after the trend or something, and it's like this for the hopeful elect, this isn't a trend or something like that just to follow. This is the truth, this is the way. The rock, the rock, the way, or this way, or Yahweh Shai. All right, we ain't like I said. I don't go and put on a garment and go and preach on a particular day, designated day. Saturday for nothing. Of course, I heard the calling. I was drawn by Yahweh Shai, by Shemal Shai, and I'm then, of course, what I'm doing then to work out my salvation with fear and trembling, despite the fact I've lost so many things. Lost. You know, yeah. I pretty much I done lost everything. Other than my life, and I done lost some of the different things I actually cared about. Family. And you know, and ambitions in the world and such for this truth. And even like I say, even with that, like I say, hey, you lose a family member, lose you, and then obviously be offended. It could be in the form of your woman and such. You know, uh, you don't think that eventually that chick is going to, be checking and trying to check what you're doing and stuff. As we become more and more successful, and as we see this, the topic at hand is this truth. Especially with as you can see, just like yeah, yeah, as you can see with the whole situation with what's that they did Kyrie Irving and such. Who else? Kanye West. Everybody's pretty much talking about this truth, either openly and secret and such. What it is people talking about so-called, um, you know, uh, black people are really so-called names Latinos in the Americans are the Israelites. Why are they saying that and such? People go into and then they look up and they inquire and find out that this truth. The truth is flourishing. But anyway, I'm gonna go down to verse 31, and it says, "For he lieth in wait, right? The spy he lieth in wait and turneth good into evil, right? You know, like I said, they'll turn what this truth is, and what the truth stand for, into hey, these dudes are conspiring to, they some type of madman attack on a particular building, or say something just like we're doing something that we're not doing. Okay, you know, it's man, so loads. It says, in things worthy of praise, he will lay blame upon thee. Yeah, like loads at the time. Hey, we give praises to brothers that have apostles that have been out there constantly, for decades on end, years on end, doing this work. They'll say, man, these men are wicked for going out, cursing people out on the streets, and they can't do that, you know. And this is, of course, a wise thing, to tell you, even in the scripture, what we actually did is scriptural. Everything. It tell us to go into the highways and hedges to bid them to the marriage. Tell us, of course, being the chief place of concourse, day this work, bidding the elect, to this marriage, to this joining together, to the joining together of Yahweh Shai, right? When Yahweh Shai comes back, right? There's a precept I was just thinking about. You almost said split it. It should come back to me. Let me see. Worthy of praise, and will lay blame upon thee. There's a precept I was just thinking about, but damn it kind of escapes me at this time. Ah, damn. I really wish I had got that one too. I was talking about going in the highways and hedges, bidding them to the marriage. Oh, I was talking about. Oh, all right. It may be. I believe it's in the book of Amos or something that just to say where by the hate, the Shana is there. The hate. Amos chapter. I think it's 5. And hmm, if a brother find a precept, they can put it up. Um, I don't see it. Let me see it. They hate them that him that rebuketh in the gate. That's the precept that I want. Trying to find it physically. Yeah, no brother is up on this. Yes, Amos. Let me see if I can get this precept. All right, so give me a wee moment. Amos 5 and 10, Slack it was right there in front of me. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly, right? And hey, they hate, of course, us being out there. Oh, you still going out? Why you even did that? You shouldn't even be out there. And that's hey, it's our actual right given by Yahweh Shemashah that did this. Simple as that. If Lord don't want us out there, He's gonna withdraw us, and He's gonna do it at His time and such proper time. You know, um, the fishing time will change, and then the hunting time will come in. All right, but right now we gotta do the fishing. Right now, fishing for the elect. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. Right? We actually speaking things that's upright. Tell you what the name of the Lord is. Tell you about the law, statutes, commandments, the proper way to follow. How to, of course, actually to execute them. And hey, we give you knowledge of the wickedness out here. Tell you how to avoid it. Try to tell you how to heal your mind and get washed up by this word. Hey, we tell you about the proper manners and customs of us as being Israelites, being some low level monkey without like just going off of beastly instinct and stuff, because we degenerated, so we gotta get right. And even like you say, hey, learning how to just trust any man and such is some that just come about. Oh yeah, man. Jared got some fringes and a t-shirt. Oh, let's come on to the camp. Can't do that. No way. All right, but they hate him that rebuketh on the gate. And they bore him that speaketh uprightly. Our own family will be shunning to be around us and such. All right. So I'm gonna go back to this Sirach, and it says, this is good. Another one. This is I'm gonna bring this out. 18 and 27. A wise man will fear in everything. In the day of sinning, he will be aware of his offense, but a fool will not observe time. Right? And fools don't observe time. I don't know. There's a time even to know when to hold your tongue. All right, and know to speak. All right, they tell you that in Ecclesiastes. All right. Therefore, when you're at the job, you just saying, "Oh yeah, you the damn devil." It's an Edomite sitting in your face. You call him, of course, straight up devil and such. You gotta know when, when not to say shit. At your mouth and such. Remember, the tongue is as a fire. All right. No, death and life is in the power of the tongue too. But just like how I gave a rebuke, flour, pretty much is out up here for what for my, for what I think, you know, is a bit out of order. It may be still there, but at least it's quiet, you know. But I'm gonna get that. Try to get that precept. Precepts is freaking that's Satan because it's like certain precepts are like passing my mind and such, and I have them now speaking and I'm losing them. But I'm gonna get it back. Oh, Ecclesiastes, third chapter. Ecclesiastes, the third chapter. All right. It says, to everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under the Shemayim, under heaven. All right, going down. It tells you that um, in verse 7, it says, a time to rend and a time to sue, a time to keep silence and a time to speak. So if there's a time to keep silence and a time to speak, hey, you gotta of course know when is those times, and the scriptures got that wisdom. Okay, tells you. Man, let's see if I get this. Let me see if I can find it. You talk about how a tongue a season. It's a good precept I'm looking in front of. So loads of good stuff, man. And we gotta know, of course. I say, especially like I say, especially when it comes to the brotherhood, know that involves those different details to these people outside, in the world and such, man. Because like that's sacred. What's going on in the brotherhood is sacred. Don't even be trying to tell a woman, oh, what you did on Saturday. The don't even if she even know about you being in the truth. Which most of these chicks got Satan on them to even know what you're about to, you know. They fucking spidey senses be tingling. They already know what you about, you know. And I pretty much can guarantee that a chick is gonna find out because I'm spiritual and how I carry myself. Even if I try to hide it, that they gonna find out, you know. And I'm like super spiritual and such too. Like it's a high vibe and going about me and such. The brother try to say, try to be as everybody else. Like you know what I mean? Like try to Clark Kent, but I did to the best I can. But you know, hey, you can pretty much see what a man is about, man. You know, I can try to the best I can though. But hey, hey, it's a time also when, like I said, it's gonna be exposure. You know, you got time when and like Spider Man, I think people find they like, hey, about I don't want I don't want to say like I think like yeah, it's definitely if somebody can confirm the time when like Spider Man identity was basically blown. You know, maybe even Batman. You know, they tell you for about it's Rock 4 and this is good. Even explain what I say in a few words. It says for by speech wisdom shall be known, and learning by the word of the tongue. Right. So by speech wisdom shall be known. People know that what we speak is going to be wisdom. Whether they respect it or not. They're like, oh yeah, that sounds like something definitely of substance, as whether they accept it or not. You know. Let me get that other preset. Season. A tail at a season. That's how it goes. It's worthy. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 22 and 6. It says a tale of season is hold up is as music in the morning. All right. It says, but stripes and correction of wisdom are never out of time. Right, and it's like, hey, it'd be time like say like if somebody just started banging some heavy metal in the morning, waking you up or something like that. You're like, what the hell is that? A tell season is like music in the morning. Maybe I can even see, but maybe seeing her that goodness translation look. I forget her that brother. Sirach 22 and 6. All right, 1 second. Good new translation. All right, GNT Bible or GNT? Yeah, GNT. Let me just check this real quick. Um, Nigga, that's Rock 22 and 6. If I'm not mistaken. And the Apocrypha, which hopefully they got it here, right? They acting like they don't got it. Come on, bro. Let me see. It's supposed to be here, man. But the Apocrypha, maybe it's even on there. We gotta be there. G&T Apocrypha. I had to find it with the Apocrypha because, bro, Esau is just wicked, man. All right, so uh, son of Sirach, Ben Sirach, 22:6. It says lecturing your children. Like I say, and just lecturing your children can sometimes be a place as singing to people in the morning, but a whipping is a wise choice of discipline at any time. Basically, just going and saying, um, like I said, like, hey, a tail, in a certain time, hey, it's new that a good time to, hey, like you going to telling about the scriptures and such. It's not that time, at work and such. At times you gotta watch out. You know, you know. Let me see if anything goes. And that's it. That's pretty much it with that right there. You know, hey, that they say it could be unpleasant. Especially really bitter. Bitter things. Happen to it. Like say like when we be telling a trip to somebody and they don't even accept it. It's like that eats at us and stuff too. So it's another thing. Like the scriptures talk about how to know to lay your pearls out for swine and such. So like I said, you got like agents, activity, certain activity. You like some did like you just saying something simple, things you do. He was like, oh, you do that? Oh yeah. You're like, what? Like, dude, you know what I mean? Like, you like, hey, you. And another thing, like as Apostle Jar had mentioned, pretty much within the camps, there's different, basically agents and stuff, But hey, like Judas Iscariot was a part of, and the 12 disciples at his time, and he did his work. They did their work, and then, hey, you end up seeing what his end was. He wasn't elect, but he was at least, he was chosen to do, what is be for prophecy. We had different people that are actually set for prophecy to come up against it, be with amongst the ranks and, you know, um, and be agents, But we still got garden in how about Shemal Shai. All right. Now, this is also Sirach chapter 4 and verse 15. Whoso giveth ear unto her, being wisdom, shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. Right. So hey, we still secure if we dwell with wisdom, because in the wisdom it tells us how to, you know, um, basically when to speak, what to speak, where to speak it, etc. All right. Simple as that. Um, so let me get more into some of these other different precepts. All right, let me get a wee moment. So yeah, potential agents and all of that day with that. Um, I spoke about how not to open your heart to every man and such, and also know to lay your hands suddenly on basically on men. You know, man have to prove himself. You know, book of First Timothy chapter 5 and verse 22. Lay hands suddenly on no man, neither be partaker of other men's sin. Keep thyself pure. Right. It speaks loads right here. Lay hands lay hands suddenly on no man. Trying to hey, oh yeah, oh, this is yeah, he's good. You know, you don't even know this dude. Just because he's able to shalom and such. Remember, the gift destroyed the heart. God be watch out for that too. Some come try to give you different things just to open you up. You get whatever to where they want to be. So we watch out for things like that. You know, it's all you discern it all in the spirit. Neither be partaker of other men's sins. Keep thyself pure. We gotta keep ourselves pure. We gotta keep ourselves separate. Keeping ourselves separate is watching, obviously, for our tongues and such, especially amongst those that uh, spy. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 2, and verse 4. And that because of false brethren, fuck you. He said, yeah, and that because false brethren unawares brought in, who came in privily to spy out our liberty, which we have in Mashiach Yahushai. We have a freedom of liberty in Yahushai. You have an advocate with Yahushai. All right, Yahushai. You know, many people want to know about, our relationship and such. But it's an intimate thing. We tell about it, but hey, so like I said, many don't even need to know about what we is about. Simple as that, man. I remember this one nigga, I was gonna call it like that, man. He got. I may even told him about what I was learning. I don't even know how this even worked because it was at my job, and another did. I guess I guess I would probably was speaking. I don't know. Maybe it came to a point where multiple dudes got what I was learning about and found got the page and everything. And then he had spirit on one time. At the time, I was being a bit over righteous. But I just feel in the spirit because most of the time, coming to truth. Hey, I even want to shake somebody's hand straight like this. You know, I want to kind of do how we did. But like I said, hey, just shake their hand normally. You know, while some people be all being all well these different handshakes they Masonic or that's no of a custom of us or something like that. What I mean? Don't be over righteous. Like a lot of these different movements we do that are remember we made a spectacle on the men, so men already be looking, marveling. So and yeah, if we do something like most people don't do, they already taking. Like I said, they thinking. Most of these people be thinking a lot. Like, oh well, why he did that? You know, just like we might look up things. Hey, they spirit probably look up things and straighten to just commune and deal with them. This J, he's in the Hebrew Israelite stuff. You know, watch out. You know. But yeah, man, I remember this Jake. It was like we was doing this thing at the job. Some Edomite what I perceived to be an Edomite gave up some pretzels, some basically like some bread with some salt in it. That's the Philly pretzel. Did I was like, man, I ain't taking that from them. I don't know what he did with it, which A is wise to, you know, like as long as the Edomites, they got they only like they giving their hand, they hand is just digging in their arse, and then they touching this pretzel and giving it to you. Like, dude, or I don't want you. I need want your hand to be breaking a pretzel. I'll break the pretzel off the batch, because the pretzels be in batches and such. So he was just like, and he was saying some different stuff, and he was just like, oh yeah, because he's the man, he the man, right? He the man, right? That's why, right? Because he the man. And I actually rebuked this dude. I think, like I was like, I like cut him on something. I wasn't being over righteous either, but I cut him some type of way. It just like, basically I'm saying cutting him. Actually, you know, finding out the fault where, exposing the fault where he's wrong. He felt wrong and got rebuked and shut up. You know, you ain't, you don't have to say it because it's the man and stuff. I'm just saying it's basic. You know, but yeah, but Dill could have been an agent. Because like I said, these all this intel getting sent back to people. You know, dudes in the job, they telling other dudes, you don't think they have somebody that's like I said, they know people that know us and want to use them. The best way, pretty much, to have agents and stuff would be like people that, like I said, that's why they call them a secret agent or undercover. You know, you don't know who they really are. They working undercover, trying to be as if they're you. Like a Jake Israelite. Like got this dude. I was gonna do the lesson on the dude. What's his name? Grandmaster J. About to say Grandmaster Flash. This dude, I think he probably said at a point that he like something about he kind of like maybe I don't want to misquote, but something about him Hebrew Israelites or something like that. And this dude walking around with having armed protests and such. We're not about all that. Walking there looking militant and having these protests. We know even about all that. We just go out and preach the Bible as we're supposed to do and go home. But I think that the Lord even dealt with him. I think he got time. It's easy to see that dude was lost. All right, but we got many that false brethren, that crept in unawares. You know, let me see, trying to inspire our liberty, Sakya. Let me look up what a false brethren is. Basically, if you false, you fake, pseudo, right? From pseudo delipos, false, which is a false brother, one who ostentaneously professed to be a Hamashiakim or Christian, follower of the Mashiach. Like I said, Flower said that they were children of God, or children of Yahweh. Know the name of the Lord. Like I said, she could be an agent. I don't know if this girl maybe know me or not. No kid know me and just still, you know what I mean? Like want to follow and tip or whatever. Saying different things like that, trying to seem as if they don't know me, but then they did know me and stuff like that, and they just trying to gather information for themselves or whatever. I don't know. You don't never know what these people are capable of. That's why you gotta watch out. It says one who obstintaneously professes to be a Christian. I'm gonna look into this word for obstintaneously. Uh, I'm going to freedictionary.com. And yeah, you gotta watch out, man. Watch out for the people on the comment board. Watch out for the people that you encounter in the streets, etc., man. So this instantaneously, yeah, it goes back to care. Let me see. Showy, going into being showy, characterized or given by ostentation, to showy. See if I can get a chick could have a head wrap and all that. I had just one chick. I ain't have her, but a chick. Remember, I was studying with an Aka here in Philly. And the chick came up. She already figured we're Jake. We ain't had garments on or nothing, but she already pretty much see. Oh, all right. Oh yeah, these are Jake, the Israelites. Oh, I follow Israelites too. Asked me if I had a husband, or Sluggy, if we had women or something like that. She's trying to be quick. And this is an older chick too. Black woman. All right. Right. This means ostentation goes into pretentious display meant to impress others. Showiness. To show. Showy, vulgar display. Like, somebody like I said, trying to have the whole get up. You got Jake. You had this one Jake. It was so funny. We was in somewhere near New York, so visiting the brother Hawashai Zion and I think the other brother that was in the camp at the time, and the other brother, I believe Prasad, was with there. This one dude, came up. This dude had the fringes. He had the headband. He had the Yahweh headband or something, like Yahweh shirt, something like that. Brother asked him who. He's like, "Where's Yahweh Shai at? Where? That we supposed to get praise to Yahweh Shai." Dude was stumped. Dude was stumped. I think we even asked him about if he knew what the market, the MOTB is, and the dude was like, he didn't give us. I think he fumbled on that. And just going and testing the guy. You can pretty much see like a lot of Jake is full of shite. Simple as that. And these agents are full of shite too, obviously. So hey, you got people that, like I said, we got, like I said, this thing deep. You got, Jake try to look into this stuff and then end up probably like seeing like, oh, this is the truth. Man, what am I even damn? But they in too deep, you know? Yeah, crazy. And I think in my case, like, certain people that don't, I was off, figure out that I wasn't wrong, that this is the truth. I didn't mean to, you know what I mean? Like I said, I don't mean no harm, you know, uh, by just following Yahweh Bashem Shai. I'm supposed to follow Yahweh Bashem Shai. Like I said. So, and I see myself as a prophet. And like I said, it's going to just be manifest. So, hey, if they don't get it, then whatever, but they going to see. Everybody going to see if what I was speaking was true. All right, so this is Sirach chapter 9 and 15. It says, let thy talk be with the wise. The wise are going to be, obviously, of the hopefully elect. They're going to be the only wise ones, all right? So you talking to elders, apostles, brothers. That's a good thing, man. That talk, all that chatter be amongst them. And all communication in the law of the Most High, right? All behavior in the law of the Most High. And even in the laws, they got the laws how to deal with other people. So, and that's what I'm reinforcing. Tell us to be at what at all, if at possible, be peaceable amongst all men. We gotta try to even fulfill that, being amongst a damn demon, a damn devil. That want us dead. You know. But yeah, see if I can find the other precept by the tongue. But pretty much, I think I covered things through the spirit from what I wanted to speak. I think that's it. Hmm. Yeah, I think that's it. The spirit for now. So, hey, we gotta watch it, man. Watch it for false brethren. Different aquas. Try to appear as if they aquas and they not. You know, hey, we'll find it. So, with that, it's gonna give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shem Shai Shem Kodesh, birthday, Yahweh, birthday, Shai, birthday, Yahweh, birthday, Shai, birthday, Yahweh, birthday, Shai, call Allah, Yahweh, Hayna, Yahweh Shem Shai Shem Kodesh. The lines to our elder apostles, the great millstone, the other bishops, the Akim, Sir Akim doing this trip, to the best of ability, working their own salvation with fear and trembling. To the next live stream. Remember, at the time of doing these live streams, no computer at this time. So we gotta do this, you know. Shalom. Stay up. Watch it. Be, of course, circumspect in these times. Shalom.